missing someone.
I forgot from the intro, so apologies. But today's video is basically me talking about Hamilton for a long time, my Hamilton review, first time I ever watched it on Disney Plus, what I thought about it, and I just did my makeup to make it a little different. So here's the video. Today, as I said in the intro, I'm gonna just be talking about Hamilton because I thought I'd do a everyday makeup routine, but at the same time I was like, why not I talk about something I've been obsessed with. I'm pretty sure everyone on this planet has been obsessed with recently. So since it came out on July 3rd, I've watched it 3 times. It's July 14th. I probably should have watched it more, but I'm like, I go fully in. Like if I find something I love, I'll go fully in. Like Mamma Mia last year and Bridget Jones, I watched like 3 times a week, and I would still want to now, but I'm taking a break for myself because I was really like struggling to process anything else. So this is the Last Infection concealer. I was going to rank the songs. I thought that'd be a good idea, but that takes a lot of effort. So yeah, I don't know where to start on the video. I thought I was going to organise more into like going into what I think on it, but let's just start with giving it a 5-star rating. Like there's things I'm certainly not sure on about it, but do I sit there enjoying it every moment? Yes. My top 2 musicals, I can think of something wrong with them. Like, I love Book of Mormon, but there's things I definitely don't think are the greatest about it. I went in with high expectations. First off, I want to talk about how Hamilton's just like a little bitch. Not being stupid, like I know they were real people and I know it's American history, but he's like a real, like, I don't know if it's just the way Lynn plays him, but he's a bitch. It was generally sad because I thought I was going to sit and cry over it. Like I can literally cry at Legally Blonde for the pure reason that when I watched MTV broadcast in 2007, I watch it and then Christian Bale and I can't say it in a British accent, Laura Bundy, like at the end when she proposed, them actors make me cry. Same with Christian Bale and Andrew Reynolds in Falsettos. Like what would I do? I didn't want to talk about it because no matter who's singing that song, it'll make me cry, but them. Well, I really thought I was going to cry at this and I didn't, but I was sitting there wanting to cry. I'm going to put a bit of blush on. I don't even know why though, because I'm using this Sleek blush. I think it's called like Sahara. It's really old. It was just his facial expressions, and sometimes he's crying, like him singing Hurricane. I think that's a beautiful song. I also think it's a very nice short song. I just think him singing it didn't do anything for me. Barely any left. Like you can't even see it. It's right in the corner. Yeah, but apart from him being a little bitch, like I actually, the more I watch it, the more I like his character. Like more I think it's well written. Like every character that Lynn has wrote in the sense of the musical is very good. And so talking about the characters, Thomas Jefferson, take the Fenton Beating matchstick in Starstruck. As a man, we do not stand him. He was a rapist and he is a slave owner, which is mentioned in the musical. And they don't glorify it. In Cabinet Battle 1, I think Cabinet Battle 1. I'm sorry, I'm putting you off, this is rude. I'm going to say, but I can't really put it across. When the musical's called Hamilton, just remember, it's never called Alexander Hamilton. As I was going to say, Lynn, honestly, like, every time I'm watching it, I'm more fond of his version of Hamilton. Like, it's the only version I've obviously watched. I've never seen it live. I'm definitely going to see it once theatre's opening. Obviously, he can write. Like, we all know he can write. His singing isn't the greatest, but I mean, his rapping and My Shot and stuff like that is amazing, and all I'm going to say is breath control. Like, I don't know how he does it. He just takes weird breaths, but like it's really good. I'm not going to bash someone where I can barely see myself but I still want to be seeing musical theatre. You know what I mean? It doesn't make any sense. Yeah, Hurricane, as I said, staging is beautiful. Crying, horrific, but love. I'm going to brush my eyebrows with my Anastasia brush and go through with Revolution Pro. Can we just talk about Jonathan Groff? Honestly, I feel like, I don't feel bad for him because he's amazing and no one's like bashing him in a horrible way, but bless. As mentioned before, that's like a thing, like he does spit when he sings, and all I say, gorgeous. I mean, it wasn't that much of a big deal. I was taken aback. I saw it, every time I watch it I'm taken aback by it. Like, for some reason I forget it's coming, but I don't think it's that big. Also diction, doing that English accent, we know Americans can do horrific British accents, but that was really good. And obviously I've watched other King Georges. If you don't know by now, I think past few videos you should grasp that. I'm a huge Andrew Reynolds fan, but Andrew Reynolds, I found him saying "You'll Be Back" when he was as King George, but there's no, like, I'm not sure there's many good bootlegs, and I can't find one bootleg fully with his. I just want to see him do the dance. Is it the Reynolds pamphlet? Or is it the Adams administration? I think it's between them. I just want to see him do that dance. If you know what I mean, like Jonathan killed that dance. Though this bit made me and many of us uncomfortable, it was gorgeous. I don't want to keep bashing Lynn because I don't want this to be like a 50-minute video of me bashing Lynn, who created the show, which is kind of rude. But let's say this nicely. My battery's dying, so I don't know how I'm going to work with that. It was a bit off key. I don't know how to say that because obviously he wrote it, but I just mean at times, like, Dear Theodosia was beautiful, but kind of should have left it Leslie. I just think that's a really pivotal moment for Aaron Burr, and I kind of liked, like, I love that he talks about Philip, but I kind of like to be just, if it was just a solo. I'm going to use this, which is powdered sugar from the Too Faced Gingerbread palette. I don't want to bash Lynn because, wow. On July 4th, all of the Twitter content he provided us with was amazing. Leslie, obviously, I have noticed about him, he is gifted, he is everything. Yeah, the whole time I feel sorry for Burr. I take the looking at my cookie, I can't help it at all. Like, I just feel constantly sorry for him. Like, he's constantly in the shit when he's like, Jefferson has my vote. I'm like, oh, for God's sake. I don't know what he expected at the end. Like, did he expect not to be killed? Because writing 30-page letter of disagreement, and 30 years worth of disagreements, like, of course he shot him. Did he not expect that? He thought he was going to shoot back, but obviously Harrison did the exact same as his son did and died in the same spot. Which, don't even get me started, I don't even understand how you can say that to your child. Like, yes, fight my fight for me, which he always seemed to do apart from the end. Like, when John Lawrence, Anthony Ramos, I still don't know how I don't cry at him dying every time. Like, obviously spoilers, but he dies twice. And I honestly find it really, like, I find it sad when, obviously, Eliza screams at the end of Stay Alive reprise, I think. I wasn't ready for that one. She's beautifully talented, and all I could watch was him and Jasmine in the background when they were like next to each other, because obviously they're engaged, and it's just, they're just a couple, like, I don't want to say couple goals, but they are. Take a break, I just want to say, the fact that the fact that a 9-year-old is played by a grown adult, and that's fine, it doesn't worry me, because it obviously should, like, so many musicals, if they did that, that could go horrific. But if that was a different musical, I would be like, why are they even bother doing that? They could just get it. It just works, and he plays a 9-year-old very well. But just over an hour, because I had to charge my camera battery, and then I had a little cry, so doing that. But I just used my eyeliner, and I curled my eyelashes a bit, but I need to curl a bit more. And I feel like I haven't got enough time to talk about everything I want to talk about. There's definitely not how far I want to go into it. Like, I kind of just want to record myself watching it again. The same reaction basically every time as I did beforehand, because I already knew about the whole Mariah Reynolds thing. Like, even not knowing American history, I knew about the Mariah Reynolds thing before. I probably just cried away all the curl. Renee Goldsberry. Yeah, we can all agree. Like, I did a ranking of voices, which is kind of bad because I literally can't pick between them because everyone's voice is amazing. But everyone's voice is amazing. I don't want to say the name again because I love Lynn, bless him, but Renee's is ridiculous. Like, right, we all know we love Satisfied. Lynn said that that's like a song you can never live up to again. I just couldn't believe it, and she does make every song better. Like her singing the It's Quiet Uptown bit as like a narrator, and she comes back for Take a Break. Philippa's and her harmonies are just the bit. What song is it? Is it Non-Stop? I'll play a little bit now. Line that I can't deal with, and it's her and Philippa like saying Satisfied, which also the motifs in the saying Satisfied and Helpless, like you get, I watched a full video about how to get certain feelings, and it just, the words are put in the sense from the first songs, the first I mentioned, to make you feel a certain way when you hear them, which I thought was so cool. It's the same with like Wait For It. Like there's a bit in Hurricane where he's like, I was unable to die, and Leslie or like Aaron Burr says wait for it, and it's like, oh, he's gonna kill him. But it's just the motifs and stuff, which is just like the underlying motifs is just amazing. But what I was talking about is there's a clip that I love Renee's voice, and there's my absolute favourite bit in the Reynolds pamphlet. Yeah, and he's like, I think Hamilton's like, so finally someone who understands, and she's like, I'm not here for you. And the line is like,
put what we had aside, I'm standing at her side, you can never be satisfied, God I hope you're satisfied.
So when she says put what we had aside, I'm just like, wow. Like Christopher Jackson also singing One Last Time, like I want to cry at that, but obviously for some reason I'm incapable of crying at the show, though I did cry last time I watched it, which was 2 days ago. Obviously like everyone's lines are amazing because like Lynn's like such a good writer. I know Jefferson slash Lafayette aren't only played by David. Like I know other people play them, but the way David does his lines is just like in Disney Plus, I was like blown away. I don't know, like you're not meant to like Jefferson, but you kind of do, especially in Washing On Your Side. That song, I feel it's I keep putting my hand, I'm so sorry. I feel like it's really underrated because I think curl my eyelashes for 6 minutes and give the same boost. But I love it to bits because the one line, if you know what I mean, that was I think a couple F's were removed to make it a PG-13, but the one line I'm out where it's like, I'll put it over this bit. I don't even know how to use it. I can't, people do reactions. I'll put it over this bit, which line I'm on about, because it's, I can't deal with it. And I'm not monetized anyway anymore, so I can't really, nothing really can happen to me.
It's keeping us all on our toes. Oh, let's show these veterans who they're up against. Oh, Southern motherfucking Democratic Republicans. Oh,
the way Oak, this is buxom. The way Oak plays Hercules Mulligan, oh my god. It's just incredible. I love him in The Story Tonight, I love him in Aaron Burster, I love him in Yorktown. That's like my fave. I kind of love when he's playing James Madison. I just love when I think Philip Hamilton dies and Jefferson's like, can we go back to politics? And he's like, please, and he's crying. I love that so much. On Burn, I love Burn. Everyone sings it, so like I'm not as blown away. Like I've seen clips of Philippa like performing it before, so I wasn't extremely blown away, but I think watching it in full context to the show, like even though I've listened to it, I feel like watching it when she says the lines like, including our name, you ruined our lives, like I feel like it's just much more emotional when after you've watched a full show and that comes on, because I was like, wow. And like I'd say, Eliza goes through it. See Philip Hamilton dies with the instructions of his father, and then later he dies in the same spot. So it's like, never mind the cheating with Mariah Reynolds, which getting onto Mariah, I will get onto her because I stand with Mariah Reynolds, but I wish it was first Burn. Like, this is not about Disney Plus, I just wish in general, I feel like we would have gotten more of like the girls' emotions. The songs that were cut, I feel like, is where the Sky Sisters thrived. like congratulations. I mean, listen to the deleted thing of that of Renee singing it. Obviously it's on the mixtape, but Renee singing congratulations, I just wish she was in the show. And I know a lot of the cast members like love that song as well. And obviously I love Satisfied, so if it was between that and Satisfied I would struggle. Same with First Burn, because the line, I see the way you look at my sister's like completely proving like she knows what's going on, and literally drags him. Like I never realised like your sentence is border on senseless, just drags his writing, which is amazing. Obviously I mentioned her screaming and like wow. I'm just saying all my thoughts on the show. Like, this is exactly what I wrote. I have a big problem with Hamilton helping his son Philip die. Give him guns, tell him not to shoot, but has never been in a jail himself. Okay. And then says he would swap his life. You go and do that. I read that, I wrote that after watching for the second time. I was a little angry. My eyelashes clumpy. You basically killed him. But then he died the same way, so. I wrote as well, I sit and cry with falsettos, and this is extremely sad, but because I can't, because of Lynn's face. I do tear up when I listen and I'm in my feels. Yeah, I can cry at the songs, but like if I'm in my feels, which is very, 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 very frequent. Light, beautiful stage design. I should really get, this is like what people do, like they talk about like the stage design if it looked nice, but me, like a raging complete kid, like I can't help that. Use the Kat Von D Lovecraft lipstick, a studded one, which this is old, but hasn't she sold her like her brand? Hurricane, obviously stage design, lovely. The ensemble, I think it's the most love I've seen an ensemble get because of the tracks they have. Like Woman 1 has like so much to do, and like one of them like passes the letters, and then obviously Ariana, I'm not gonna butcher her last name because I can't think of it on the spot of my head, so I'm not gonna try and butcher it, but obviously she's gonna be, I forgot who she is in West Side Story. I'll put a little thing here who she's in West Side Story because I know she's like playing a major role, and I'm pretty sure she's like literally incredible. Like she's one of my favourite members of the ensemble in that show. And obviously she's big in Alyssa Green in The Prom with alongside James Corden, Andrew Rannells, Meryl Streep and Nicole Kidman, which is really exciting, and I'm so excited for that show. I'm so excited for that to come out. She plays the bullet track. Once she's killed by one of King George's people, she's like death. She's like an image of death. Her and, in the song, her and Lawrence kill someone, I think in Yorktown. Her and Lawrence kill someone, and then she shakes Lawrence's hand and he's the next person to die. I think Stay Alive. Someone shoots and the bullet, like she carries a bullet just missing Hamilton's head. And then obviously she's the bullet that the ensemble block in The World Is Wide Enough, I think. The ensemble block it, and then she is the representation of the bullet that kills Hamilton. So I just love that track, and I just think it's incredible. I wrote, I know him, supreme song of the king, because I just think it is, and his Galaxy is obvious bop, deserves to be hyped. Angelica is an icon, and the choreography, wow. Obviously you haven't seen that video with the king, the three Georges doing the Galaxy choreography. That video is one of my favourite videos on the internet. Helpless is a bop, and Better Than Burn, apologies. Yeah, sorry. Obviously with Satisfied, the rewind blows my mind. Hamilton talks too much, and that's fact. Just because I watched something and some people were like, well, Hamilton doesn't really talk that much. Did you watch the movie? Aaron Burser, Farmer Refuted, My Shot. Say no to this. It's a bop. It's like my top 3. I love it so much. I keep saying bop, but it really is. I know a lot of people don't like it. Jasmine's vocals, she deserved lots of solos. Like even as Peggy, like I don't even care. Her as Mariah is just like a different kind of energy that I love so much. Her outfit, and she just looks gorgeous. Her voice, especially in this bit.
I am helpless. How can I do this? Just give him what he wants and you can have me. Whatever he wants, if you pay, you can stay.
I'm trying to say that Mariah tricked him because he was tired, but then paid her husband. Okay, Reynolds pamphlet, you see her at the start and she's looking over and she looks so sad and she walks off because yes, he did sleep with her. He's in the wrong because she did it, though obviously he's really annoyed, which kind of makes sense because you kind of feel like you snaked out even though you cheated. Like if you're in the wrong and you're a bad person anyway, you'll feel like you snaked out. But her husband was actually being abusive, like she was telling the truth at the start, so she knew about the thing, she knew about what you were going to do, like money, but she had no choice. Oh yeah, the whole thing about what Eliza sees when she gasps, I just say I go along with that one that said, obviously Lynn said that it's whatever you think, but I go along with the one that she sees the audience. I don't know, it just feels right. That was kind of my notes. I wrote about congratulations because I do love deleted songs. I recommend anyone to go look at the deleted songs because I do love the original Skylar Defeated, which is really good, but it just didn't make sense because they're meant to be away on holiday, so that's why it didn't work. I'm going to do a Hamilton character ranking, and I'm going to do probably might do an eater review, but this feels right. It feels right to just get everything out because I always feel better, even though it's a mess. I always feel better getting everything out because none of my parents wanted to hear me talk about this for like an hour. Subscribe and like this video because I'll talk about anything. Comment, say something. Let's have a conversation. David's dancing in What Did I Miss?
Missing someone.